Hey everybody, I'm Matthew Moores, and in today's video what we're going to be doing is talking about a question I get asked relatively often when someone either sees me out in the street shooting, or someone comes to the house, or is at a art photography show, or sees the book that I've made, or sees prints that I've made. And there's actually two questions. There's one of three parts, and there's another one that they're probably asking in the first question, and that is, what's the camera using, what's the lenses that you use, and how much does it cost? So that's the first three-part question. And inevitably, what I think they're also maybe asking is another question I get asked too, which is, wow, photography is cool. I've really been thinking about doing it myself. I like your photos, and I want to take photos myself. What does it cost me to get into this? What do you use, and how much does that cost? And I wanted to make this video to point to all those people to somebody and say, hey, watch this video that I filmed talking about this, because you don't have to buy a brand new X-T3 with this lens that I use right now. I love shooting, and I've been shooting for years with the 23mm f1.4. You don't have to buy that lens new, because that all costs this, which is like $2,300. On the right over here, I'm going to have a price for a brand new X-T3 and a brand new 23mm 1.4 lens. And instead, what you can do is you can go out and do what I did for this video and some videos I'm going to make going forward, which is I went out and bought a used and really good condition, and I had to get it in silver because they just look so good. This is an X-T1. No, it's not an X-T2. No, it's not an X-T3. It's an X-T1. This camera came out in January of 2014, which once we hit 2020 in a couple weeks right now, that means this camera is 6 years old. The lens is even older. It's a 7-year-old lens. And this camera can get great results. I have the photo behind me that I love the most from the shoot I'm about to walk you guys through. But this is the photo I love the most that came out of that, and that was shot on this, the X-T1. Let's take a look at the pictures that I took. Jumped onto the MARTA around Sandy Springs and took that down to the city, and then walked around downtown. So I've probably fired off maybe 100, 150 shots so far. I just kind of want to talk about my initial impressions of the X-T1. First off, I really like the size. It's smaller than my X-T3 for sure. They look the same. The heights of the cameras are a little bit different. The X-T3 is taller. But the actual weight, I know I've got the 18mm on here and the 23mm, but when they're off, the lenses are off, and it's just the bodies, the X-T3 definitely weighs more than the X-T1. It's a much smaller camera. Now the buttons are very different. In this camera, you don't just lock. There's not a push down the lock. There's a push and then you rotate. Speed difference in autofocus is definitely there. Is that the end of the world? No, not really. All you need to do is set your shot up. So I find the scene, see what I wanted, and then make the photograph. But I'm really enjoying the smaller body size. The shutter is a lot noisier, so at times people can actually hear it go off, where the X-H1 has an almost inaudible shutter, and the X-T3, it can get pretty low on the decibel level compared to this. But I'm really liking the size, and from the images I've seen, at least in the back of the camera, and you guys have seen the processed already, I think they're coming out really good. I wish this had a focus joystick. I know it wasn't a big thing back in 2014, but a focusing joystick would be awesome. Instead, what I've done is I've mapped focusing to this button, and then with the D-pad I can move up and down with my focus points. Otherwise, I think the results have been clear, especially in the video you guys have seen those shots earlier. I think they look great. So with all that said and done, I really think that if you want to get into photography, you're thinking about buying a Fuji, think about getting a used X-T1 or even a used X-T2. There were some that were cheaper, but I wanted that silver look to it, and so I had to spend a little bit more. I could have definitely gotten this for anywhere from $75 to $100 less, and that's a lot of money when you're maybe just getting out of college, or you're young and you're in high school or something and you want to start out taking photos. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hike up to the Civic Center station, grab a train, head back to my car. They're only running one line each direction today, so it's going to take a little bit while to get back up to the MARD station at Sandy Springs. So I hope you like this journey. I hope you like this kinds of videos. If you do, give them a thumbs up. I'm going to be shooting more of this X-T1 just to kind of prove out to myself and maybe to you guys and other people as well that just because the camera is a little bit old doesn't mean it can't get you great results, because it's more the photographer than it's the camera. Right, so that's about it. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, and go out and make life an adventure. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like puddles?